In today's news, Ripple and XRP have been in partnership with the Bank of International Settlements, the BIS, for almost a decade. As we can see in this post from Mr. Man XRP, since 2014, Ripple has had a seat with the Basel Group. Ripple's representative for the Basel Group was from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, Miss Karen Gifford, which is very big news, something you most definitely should keep in mind. Now, we will talk a little bit more about Ripple and Basel in a moment, but ultimately, this is a very powerful partnership for Ripple, and today, numerous bombshells from the BIS have just surfaced. A new initiative for the future of international payments and also the approaching crisis. As we can see in this video, posted from Subjective Views here, Claudio Brillo, the man right here, the head of Monetary and Economic Department at the BIS, warns at the expected and incoming recession. Listen very closely.
From a longer term perspective, it's important that monetary policy operates with what we call safety margins to deal with both the expected and the unexpected. The expected is recessions that are bound to come. The unexpected are the types of COVID shocks that we saw. The expected is recessions that are bound to come. The unexpected are the types of COVID shocks that we saw.
Now, if you have been doing your own research, then you have been able to see the numerous signs of this so-called incoming recession. Historical data, mainly surrounding the yield curve right now, has us at similar levels to the 2008 financial crisis, at levels that are far more severe than the COVID pandemic, which is very worrying. Not to mention that the incoming rate cuts, in accordance to this article here from CoinDesk, the Fed only ever issue rate cuts with a recession on the doorstep. And the reason mainly has to do with the fact that the Fed always seemed to be too late to react, and last month was a testament to that, hence why we saw a significant crash, over 30% of the price of XRP at the beginning of August. Now, since then, the price of XRP has recovered thanks to the grayscale announcement of an XRP trust, Gary Gensler admitting that he was wrong when suing Ripple and XRP effectively, and Robinhood relisting XRP, all of which was very, very big. It's been a very big week for Ripple, truth be told, and XRP. Now we can see XRP is currently valued at 58.44 cents, up roughly 2.40% on the daily time frame, which is good, and also a little surprising if you ask me, considering the increased worries and confirmation of a recession. There is now an increasing likelihood of the rate cut that will be issued and decided in 2 days' time, an increasing likelihood that it will now be a 0.5% cut and not the 0.25% that many have been hoping for and predicting. We even heard earlier today that US senators, mainly Elizabeth Warren, demanded for a 0.75% rate cut, which would have a drastic impact on the crypto market, a heavy correction in my opinion. We will have to see what Jerome Powell decides in just 2 days' time, but ultimately right now, I truly believe that in such worrisome times, if you will, the best thing to do would be to build your knowledge, to understand the market sentiments, and to potentially help you develop your own trading strategy to survive the inevitable crash, which is why I created a free to join Discord server together. Over 330 of us right now working to increase our knowledge to find the true crypto agenda, to be a part of what I believe will be the biggest wealth transfer in history. We are all learning so much already, so by all means come and be part of the family. Link to join will be in the description below. So that is one major bombshell dropped by the BIS. The second though is just as massive, if not more so, especially for Ripple and XRP. Today, the BIS announced 41 firms selected to participate in the public-private test for Project Agora, a new initiative for the future of international payments, loaded with Ripple partners all over the place, from Banco Santander to the BBVA to SBI Holdings down here to even Visa, and of course there are many more on this list. And not to mention as well that Ripple themselves are a key member of the BIS's cross-border task force. Again, remember, they also have a seat at the Basel Group since 2014, so they are very deeply connected to the BIS. Project Agora is a groundbreaking initiative by the BIS, 7 central banks and over 40 private sector financial companies. It has the potential to shape the future of international payments and create new ways for businesses to transact. As you can see in this video from the BIS right here, the question asks, what is Project Agora? Well, it is basically the biggest and most powerful financial institutions coming together to try a new approach to cross-border payments. It is a unified ledger that could make cross-border payments become cheaper, faster, more transparent, and more accessible. The video even displays a flowchart to showcase how wholesale cross-border payments work today, which is a long and, well, tiresome process with the possibility for issues to occur and take even longer to go through the whole process again. Project Agora platform will introduce smart contracts to allow steps to be skipped and completed at once, which is very huge news. Now, why is it big news, you ask? Well, it's blockchain technology, of course, but also, isn't it mighty convenient that Ripple has now added smart contracts to the XRP ledger? The reason they did that, the reason why smart contracts are so important, was effectively showcased in the video from Project Agora. Smart contracts are crucial for unlocking institutional adoption. And remember, institutions are Ripple's main target. And integrating smart contracts on the XRP ledger aligns with their mission to provide enterprise-grade payment solutions, enabling institutions to comply with regulatory requirements, like, for example, incorporating a kill switch feature, so for certain blockchains to be disabled in emergencies at a moment's notice, which is very huge. And this move opens the door for a wide range of institutional use cases for XRP and Ripple, further solidifying Ripple's role in facilitating secure and compliant blockchain solutions, and once more exactly what Project Agora is attempting to do as well. Many Ripple partners are involved, and Ripple sits on the cross-border payment task force of the BIS, so the connections to me are very clear to see. The BIS, with the help of Ripple, will revolutionize the monetary system, and assets like XRP will explode in value once the institutional adoption takes off and flows through the XRP ledger. To quickly, though, circle back to Basel like I promised, the Bank of England, again another Ripple partner here, has revised plans for the implementation of Basel III, and it will be broadly welcomed by the United Kingdom financial services industry, which is very, very big news. We can see here the Basel III requirements for crypto. As you take a moment to just read through and look through this chart, this picture right here, this image, it is pretty obvious to see that XRP falls into the category of Group 1 crypto assets, and the RLUSD stablecoin will fall into the stablecoin requirements, just in coinciding with Group 1 crypto as well. Ultimately, Ripple's influence is absolute. The BIS will help in the mass adoption of Ripple and XRP, and due to all the recent bullish announcements with XRP at the moment, it seems that XRP is finally being recognized as a currency, at least that is according to Wall Street expert Linda P. Jones here. For Good Morning Crypto, take a close listen.
Thank you. Remember back in 2015 with the FinCEN lawsuit, it was already determined that XRP is not a security, it is a currency. This was a government lawsuit, and it was already determined that it was a currency. And Brad Garlinghouse has been talking about, really the right regulators are going to be the Commodities Trade Commission. So it's not going to be, so Gary is kind of like out of his element with this whole lawsuit. He's like over his skis. I think, Mario's right on target with everything he said. I just think that if Gary hasn't learned his lesson yet, then that's on Gary. But I think everyone else sees and is ready, including this administration, is ready to move on and be positive about crypto. I think, Gary's the one who really wants this.
Bullish news all around, as you ask me. Come chill chat and learn so much more on the free Discord server. Again, the links are below. But remember, don't look short term, think long term, and I'll see you in the next one.